Hey folks, I've got another one of these Adventure Force playsets to show you guys. This is a NASCAR themed Adventure Force set called Speedway Pit Stop, and this was from Walmart when it was in stores. I don't think it was sold anywhere else, but I don't know, you never know, it could have been. And one of these packaging styles where you see it all right up front, and it's like there's barely anything covering this. You got just a little edge here, and otherwise the set is fully exposed, so it's, I'm not really a super big fan of that generally. At the same time, you do see what you get, so there's some good in that. But I've had this in storage for a few years, and so it's collected some dust, unfortunately, and well, just gonna have to deal with that, I guess. I'm not gonna deep clean it too thoroughly, but it'll be okay. So let's take a look at what we have here. This is one that I just wanted to pick up because it seems so unique. I'm not a super big fan of the NASCAR theme, I guess, just personally. I don't know, it's just not my thing. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just not really my thing. I'd rather have just like a regular garage theme or something like that. But what I really like is just the overall layout of this thing. This is a very standard style of set that has been done, where it's basically all put together, and it's just a very like known format where you have an elevator that brings you to the top, and then you got kind of like a spiraling ramp that brings you to the bottom, and then there's some features here and there. But this one's a bit unique because it's I don't know, there's something different about it. It's got, you come down here, you've got this area here, then it does a full loop all the way down here. Some sets, they just do like maybe a half loop or one full loop and that's it. But this one goes, you got one, you're going through down quite a ways and several different turns, let's say. So, yeah, it's just kind of a unique set, and I'm intrigued by just the design of it. And I also see that it's got this little trapdoor sort of exit here as well, so it really utilizes all of the space that's with it, which is really cool. It should have some electronic features that I'm not sure if they're going to work because this has been in storage and I don't know if the batteries are still working, so let's try. Looks like it does. So this activates some stoplights here. That's pretty neat. See if I push one of these. Water, tire, so you can pretend like you're, fixing up your car, tuning it up and everything. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, so before I show you more of that, because we want to take it out of the packaging, here is what the rest of this looks like. It's got a picture of it as if you really need that, since it's right there out in the open. This shows a little track piece coming out here, so I wonder if that's included. It must be. And, yeah, maybe even another one over here. It says 2 extra tracks, so that's pretty cool. I wasn't really expecting that, honestly. But working turntable, pit stop action, leaderboard, movable parts. It's got an elevator, of course, car launcher, lights and sounds. Yeah. So it's got a lot of features, and that's pretty cool. Let's see, on the bottom, there's what the bottom looks like. 2 AAA batteries, which are included. That's what the sides look like. Nothing too special there. So let me go ahead and figure out how to open this, and then we're going to take a closer look. Alright folks, so here it is, fully assembled right out of the box basically. Just put the two pieces of track on there, you know, take everything out of the packaging. The one thing that kind of tricked me out was this car here. It was connected underneath here, and I'm like, well, how do you even get to that? I don't even know. There are no instructions with this, by the way, so I'm like, I don't understand that at all. But it turns out you just slide this out, and then you could untwist those there. So kind of an odd thing. And the other thing that I noticed that I was like, wait, I wasn't expecting that, is over here. Like, what is that? Well, you can actually pull this out. Let's see if I can get this all the way. And it's basically like a little audience, I guess, for the for the little racing strip. How clever is that? It's, well, like I said, this set seems to be making full use of its space, and so that's, well, I guess that's what's going on there. Definitely something that's not necessarily needed, but it's there anyway, and why not? So, let's see. What do we do first? The elevator, probably. The elevator over here has 3 different stops, one at the bottom, one at this lower level here, and then, of course, at the top. And this one piece does not work very good at all. See if I can try to make it get on there a little bit better. I don't, yeah, this just is not, it is just a big nope, that piece, generally. But you can drive your car in here, park in this bottom little area if you want, so just park a car there. That's kind of hard to get it out. Let's see. I guess it's not too bad. It's just tricky for me to do with the camera on one hand here. But you can kind of close this up, it looks like. Maybe you are not supposed to do that. I don't know. Maybe you're supposed to lift the elevator with this. I don't really know. But it just doesn't stay put very well. But anyways, you can stop at the first level. We'll go all the way to the top. And I guess I didn't notice this, but does this do anything? It seems like it should. It's got like you can, you know, like you can pull it or something, but I can't. I don't know if that actually does anything. Anyways, let's try and drive down the first section of ramp here. And then here we've got a spinning wheel. That looks very nice, and it works very nice. Drive in here and park your car. You know, pretend to get some tires on it maybe or something like that. This is kind of just a nice little area up here. I kind of like that. But there we go. And then the next area here should just be a spiral all the way down to this next tune-up area down here. So here we go. Doesn't really get a lot of good speed. Part of it maybe because there's a little bit of dust, but anyways, there's that. So let's see what we got here. This is where we have the electronic features. A few characters here you can kind of pretend that are doing something to the car. Pretend to lift the car up a little bit with this. And then you can move forward. And keep moving forward, and that should be the end.
Drivers, start your engines.
And then we can drive down here, and this is where we have a launcher. We'll just move the set a little bit here. And this is probably a pretty simple launcher. Let's just see how it works. You push the button, and a little thing comes out of here, and the block here will go down. So I didn't hit that very hard, but let's try that one more time. A little harder, maybe. That works pretty good, I would say. Not too fast, not too slow. Let's try the elevator again. What is going on? This is the bad piece of this whole thing. Everything else seems pretty good, but not that little piece. So up we go. Sort of. Let's go just to this first floor here, where we can drive in, and we do have the victory lane place where the car can park there. So that looks pretty good. And then the last feature is just this little hiding exit over here, which will pop out over here. So let's maybe try that. And a very simple little thing, but that worked. Now I think I will turn this around just to give you a backside view very quickly. Just because why not? So let's try the elevator here. And we'll go all the way to the top. Alright, so that brings us to the repair area, but I'll just drive through that really quickly on this side because I just wanted to show you how this looks on the back. So here we go through the secret exit here. And that's what it kind of looks like on the back. So, yeah, there's really nothing else to see back here. The place to really have your set is in the front. And again, this elevator piece just came right off. I don't know if there's anything to do about that or not, but it just does not. It's just not a good connection there. So, but let's try this one more time. I want to just go through the features one last time real quick, the main ones. Spin the car around here, send it down, get it repaired,
Start your engines.
and we'll send it through the launcher. And maybe one more launch to finish the video. So there it was, folks. I hope you enjoyed the Speedway Pit Stop NASCAR playset from Adventure Zone. I just wanted to show you this set. I think it's not a bad set. Some things don't work perfectly, but it's I really like the design of it. It's pretty cool. So there it was. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.